Hey everybody, this is Dale and Shirley Guiducci, Lifestyle Over 50. We are here at Lake Griffin State Park in Fruitland Park, Florida. And this is our first camping adventure. We talked about in a recent blog post our brand new pop-up camper, which you can't see behind the camera, but it's new for us, so we took it on its first adventure.
We did
This weekend here at Lake Griffin State Park, and it's been great so far, hasn't it?
It's been awesome. Yeah, and you'll see some pictures of the camper in the article for sure. And what a great experience! Like, Dale and I work really hard, and we have a hard time when we're home actually relaxing unless we physically leave the house. So camping is such a great way to unplug, to get away, to enjoy nature and just really chill. Like yesterday, it was kind of crazy. Like at 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, wow, I felt like it was 1 o'clock and it was 9 a.m. So it's like your day goes slow. It's been a really cool place to camp. It's very small here.
It is.
There's only 40 sites, which, has its positive. And I wouldn't really say negative, but there's not a lot of activities inside the campgrounds.
No, that's true. So what you get here, though, is you get not a lot of traffic, although someone just drove past, as I was saying.
That was the camp host.
That was the camp host in his little golf cart, right? So that's cool. So, I mean, the fact is he knows who we are, we know who he is, and he keeps tabs on everything, so we felt pretty secure. So, yeah, there's that aspect of it. I think that, but in a bigger park, you're going to get more activities. Now, they do have kayaking here on the river. There's
right.
the Dead River, which actually flows out into Lake Griffin. Mm-hmm. A lot of people do kayaking and canoeing. We chose not to. You want to explain why?
Because of me. So one, we bought inflatable kayaks. So the choice to bring them was no, because when you do read on the website for Lake Griffin State Park, it's a high volume of alligators. So inflatables was not my comfort level. And then we walked down because you can get right to the river and there's a park and it's actually beautiful. But when I look at it, like in Florida has tons of, one, you got the intercoastal, for stuff like that, but you have a lot of springs, spring-fed rivers that are really, really clear. So this is very black, a lot of lilies, the trees, and I'm like, yeah, high-volume alligators, I'm good.
Can't see in the water.
Can't see in the water.
You can't, so. It's not that you can't see down, you can't see that far down. Right. I mean, it's black water. And you'll see some pictures in the blog post in which we're going to put this video, so you can just probably scroll down and you'll see them. But yeah, and I was like, I could go either way with it, but I went, hey, if you don't want to go, if you're not comfortable, we're not going to go. But people do kayak here. But other than that, and there's a couple of hiking trails that we took.
Correct.
I would say in total, there's maybe 3 to 5 miles. Maybe 3 miles. And I forget 5. Maybe about 3 miles worth of hiking trails around. So not a ton to do, but that's, I think, perfect for us, especially our first experience, because our whole thing was getting it set up and making sure you had all the little widgets and gadgets and this and that and the other, and just enjoying hanging out. And you're right, it does make, for me personally, it does make me just sit here and enjoy the trees and what's around me, because normally I'm like, I got to have something to do. So this is great. This is awesome. So we've enjoyed it for sure.
Yeah, and you get reminded if you've camped before or never camped. Sorry, there was a fly buzzing around.
Where are those?
But there's such a community inside a campground. Like everybody is supportive, helpful, respectful. So it's been really cool. And then we experienced, sorry for the fly, it's a horsefly, so it's really large. And then we experienced the camp host had to drive around, this is based on where we are, this particular park, and warn us that a bear was in the campground. So you just got to be smart to, pay attention to that stuff. And it's just a put your food away kind of thing, and it was all good. So we got a camper cruising on by. We're right on the edge of the road here. So, but really cool place. I definitely recommend it for sure. And then, you know, you could venture out. There's tons of lakes, which you found if you look at the map. There's plenty of areas to boat. So if you have a little boating.
If you got a boat, this is definitely an area, because you've got not only Lake Griffin,
right,
but we experienced Tavares,
yeah,
right, which they have, and I forget the name of the lake there, but if you look on the map, you'll see it. But it's touted as the capital of
the seaplanes.
Seaplanes,
yeah,
seaplane capital. So they fly. You know, they got a lot of planes that land in the lake and take people around and guided tours and that.
Right.
And then we went over to Mount Dora, which has Lake Dora.
Right.
And they do a lot of the same things. So there's a ton of boating in this area for sure. That's definitely something to do. But Mount Dora is a cute town, isn't it?
Oh, big time. So you have to go. Like, there's a friend of ours who said, oh my God, if you're camping, you know, this close to Mount Dora, you have to go check out. It's the cutest town ever. And you know what? He was so right. Like, I absolutely loved it. The people are friendly. You're right there on the water. We saw this incredible inn. And again, we'll talk more about it in the blog and show some pictures, but what a great town. So nice little getaway.
Mm-hmm.
Got away from the heat because we decided our first camping trip was going to be the hottest weekend in Florida that will probably happen this summer.
Record setting.
And we don't have a lot of shade at our site, but it's still awesome. So definitely recommend.
Yep.
Lake Griffin State Park.
Yep. So we've had a good time. We're going to keep coming back to you with Florida road trips. Florida road trips. What a great place to take, you know, weekend, you know, day trips, but certainly weekend trips. And, you know, we discovered this weekend that, you know, we came up for 2 days, right? Friday and Saturday night, but you said, hey, hon, what if we just stayed an extra night? So we did. We booked an extra night. We're staying tonight, which is Sunday, and leaving Monday, because that just gave us that much more time. So Florida road trips, we're going to be writing about a lot. We'll be going back up to Mount Dora, and stay tuned for all that. So glad you're with us, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.